Alright guys, good morning, welcome to the final leaks for Friday. Now we have it live here in Master Duel and it's quite nice. We have noticed a new selection pack and noticed a new secret pack. Let's first look at the new selection pack because we basically have the final leaks when it comes to the new archetype that we are getting. We are getting Onslaught of Emperors on April the 10th, which is Friday. A new dual rating card is here for Shark decks, number C32, Shark Drake Levice. Alongside this, there's the arrival of a new force, Primal and an array of supporting cards for Memento and other duels. Duelists rise to the challenge and take advantage of previously unthinkable strategic possibilities. Okay, we will. So we have recommended cards, special picks, which obviously always are the ultra rare cards. We have number C32, the Shark Drake Levice, which needs 4 level 5 monsters, but we can also summon it by discarding one spell and using a rank 4 Shark Drake XYZ monster we control as material. Once per turn quick effect, we can detach raw material from this card and then target one effect monster our opponent controls and negate it, and also it gets 0 attack and defense. Also this can make a second attack during each battle phase and has piercing with 3100. This is not bad. So we are getting the entire, and we will return to this in a second here, but we are getting the entire shark package. We also see this, that there is a new secret pack that will contain the base shark monsters like these ones here, and then if we scroll down even further, so we are still here on Rage of the Abyss. This is what we talked about, getting all of the stuff from Rage of the Abyss. So let's scroll down even further and we can see the shark monsters here in the XYZ package. This also was the shark that was on the cover of the booster pack, and we probably will also get a Tugend Dragon, another shark level or rank 3 XYZ. So we are close to finishing this, so I guess a Mermaid will be the next then, because Mermaid is now the last thing that we are missing from this pack. But yeah, we're getting the sharks, and then we know now that Primal Imperial Dragon, which we already knew of that he's coming, is one of the ultra rares, which is quite nice since you don't really play this guy. You need triple drill beam, or you need to drill beam, then you need triple lordly lord. And you also need the Ether Barrel, which we know that they are also coming. And for now, they are not announced as ultra rares, which is quite nice since you don't need this Imperial Dragon. So this is something good. And then we also get, and this we already knew, the Mementuchlika and the Tuchlika Creation King. Obviously, he is an ultra rare, which is not bad because you only need 2 of this guy, and then there will be 2 more new cards that you need each one of. So Memento will probably stay a very, very cheap deck, since as of right now, the only ultra rares are Triple Anguish that you need, and then one time the Creation King normal effect monster. So that's quite nice, and we will see, we will also get this in a secret pack in a moment here. And then we have Theia, the Primal Being, and this has basically just recently been released. This is the monster that is in Nibiru, the Primal Being, in the rock basically, and it says during the main phase quick effect you can tribute monsters whose total levels equal 11 or more, which means your opponent needs to special summon or normal summon a few monsters like Nip, and then you special summon this card from your hand, and then if you control no other monsters, you can destroy one monster on the field with the highest attack. So basically, whatever monster is theoretically left, Theia, the Primal Being, can still destroy, but could also be your monster, obviously. You can decide on what you tribute. You can only use this effect once per turn, and either player can normal and or special summon more than 4 times per turn where this card is face up in the monster zone. Very interesting, but this card never really saw play. Maybe this will change here in Master Duel. You can see also has the stats of Nibiru, which is very interesting, but this is more of a funny card, also cool looking card, and more of a lore card if you want to call Nibiru a lore card, right? So then we have Necroquip Princess, and this is really amazing. This is what was still missing for the Fiendsmith engine. Obviously, we are also still missing the other Fiendsmith cards that apparently we do not get in this pack, which would be a bit sad. So hopefully we also get the Lacrima, but we have the Necroquip Princess, which needs 1 monster equipped with a monster card and 1 Fiend monster card. And this is cool. You can just equip, for example, your Fiendsmith Engraver with the Fiendsmith Requiem, and then you can make your Necroquip in the future, or maybe we will get this in this pack. You will make this with the Lacrima, which is normally a level 4, and then you can easily make 2 level 6s, but this card also has another cool effect. If a monster is sent from the hand to the graveyard to activate a card or effect, something like an Effect Veiler or an Ash Blossom, for example, you can activate one of those effects firstly equip one of those monsters to this card as an equip spell that gives it 500 attack, okay? Or you can also draw one card. So you can establish the Necroquip Princess, and then if you have some cards that can discard or discard monsters from the hand, like for example also Fiendsmith Engraver to search the Fiendsmith Tract, then you are able to in addition draw one card, which is very nice. So that's cool that we're finally getting the Necroquip Princess. This is the card that you will definitely want to keep if you can get it once. You only need this once, don't need it multiple times. But yeah, I think this ultra rare showcase is definitely quite nice, especially if we think about the Primate stuff. So hopefully not all of the other important Primate cards will also be ultra rares, but obviously we know Konami and we know what they like to do. So this selection pack here, it's okay, I guess. I obviously, and probably you also, would have wished for better additional support archetypes, not the shark one, obviously. Definitely for the rest of the Fiendsmith stuff, if you ask me. But it is what it is. It's still good, especially because we are also getting a lot of new secret packs that a lot of them we already have seen. We are getting new secret pack and all of them are coming at April 10th. This I wasn't expecting. New secret pack Forgotten Underworld, which is basically the Memento secret pack, and you can see right here that we will get the ultra rare combined creation, the ultra rare creation king, and then the Anguish, and then there's also Dragon Colossus, Thunder Dragon Colossus, and Thunder Dragon Titan. And the interesting thing is that we only see these 3 Memento ultra rare cards because these are the only Memento ultra rare cards that we know of, at least as right now. So it might be the case that the 2 cards that are still missing, the Sleepy and the Akihiron, are just super rares. It would also make sense because Konami knows that they are definitely one-offs, so why make them ultra rares? You could better make Memento a cheap archetype, which at the moment it definitely is. So as of the moment, the in-archetype ultra rare count is 6, which would be 2, 1, and then 3. And I think this will stay this way, making Memento probably the cheapest good meta deck that you were able to play in a while in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which is actually crazy. So getting the Memento secret pack, very nice. Then we also get, and we already knew this, basically, but we didn't know the additional support archetype that we will get in the secret pack. But there's the Vaalmonica secret pack. I've talked about this already with the new ultra rares, the new Link 2. And the Vaalmonica Skelter, I think, is an old card. But from the new cards, we will get the Link 2 as an ultra rare. So also Vaalmonica, if you already have the Vaalmonica ultra rares that are there right now, it seems to be the case that you won't have to get a lot more ultra rares, since this VAR, I think you only play once or twice. You can let me know in the comments if you know this. By the way, if you like my videos, please consider subscribing, hitting a thumbs up and the notification bell. This would help me out a lot. Thank you. And then we have the Draco Slayer Magispector cards here that have been released a few packs ago. We will get them basically in the rest of the secret pack. Makes sense, both of them are pendulum archetypes, so that makes sense. And then we have True Awakening of the Oathbound Kings or Oathbound Knights, which is our Centurion secret pack, and here we see the new card, or one of the new cards, Centurion Primus, which obviously was expected to be an ultra rare, could also get an animation that would be quite nice. And then there will be another one that we need to get, the Centurion Archery, but this is also cool if you already have the Centurion stuff. Then you just need 1 Primus and 1 Archery, and it seems to be the case that this is only 1 ultra rare. So if you already have Centurion stuff, then you just need 1 additional ultra rare in order to finish your completed Centurion engine. So Centurion as well as Memento, even though we needed to wait for a long time to get all of the stuff. Very, very cheap archetypes, which is quite nice. You can get the Emblema of, which you need 3 of in the secret pack, Legacia and Auxilia. So once again, a very cool secret pack. If you always wanted to play Centurion or wanted to play Memento or Vaalmonica, then you can do this right now. So even though the selection pack is not that crazy, minus the Primal cards, which are great, the rest of the packs definitely bring a lot of new cards to the meta. And we have a last one, Overlay of Obsidian Armor, which is where you can also get the new shark cards. So you don't really need to pull them from the selection pack. You can also pull them from here, which also gives you a few other A few other XYZ monsters, for example, full armor Dark Knight Lancer you can lose in the new Goblin Biker deck, which is quite nice. And here's the Surfing Big Jaws that I talked about. This card will also be relevant in the future in Ryziel, especially with the 7th Tachyon that we have just received. And here you can see that we also get number C32 Shark Drake Levice, the card that we will also get in the selection pack. So a lot of good cards to come, honestly. I'm very excited for Friday. Obviously, we will stream on Friday, but now I'm very interested in your opinion. What do you think of these announcements? Which archetypes are you most hyped for? What are you going to go for on Friday? Let me know in the comments. I am definitely going for Primal, Blue Eyes, and then I also want to play Memento, that's for sure. And depending on whatever else is in here, maybe we get the rest of the Fiendsmith stuff. I don't really think so, but if that would be the case, then there are also some other interesting options that we could try out. Let me know in the comments, what are you planning for release day on Friday? Thanks for being here, and we will see each other in the next one.